नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे. So far almost entire background of Bhagavad Gita we understood initially, then position of Bhagavad Gita, then we started with the introduction, and today we'll end the introduction. So one of the thing that we learned in our third session, that was the what is the key of understanding Bhagavad Gita? How Bhagavad Gita can be understood? Bhagavad Gita किस तरह से समझा जा सकता है? There were two keys. One of the key was to do the seva, to render devotional service to the Lord. When we do such seva to the Lord, we develop the relationship with the Lord, and with that, we'll able to understand about Krishna, about message of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will reveal himself. भगवान अपने आप को reveal करते हैं. So that was the first key. Now there is one more key that we'll try to understand today. What is that second key? And in our previous session, we understood about the 5 topics or subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, about Ishvara, about Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Jiva, Prakriti, Ishvara, Kala, and Karma. All these 5 we understood. Especially about Krishna, we understood how great and powerful Lord Krishna is. He is the supreme controller, he is the supreme creator. He has created the entire existence. That we understood about Lord Krishna. And later on, we understand about how this Jiva, we all have a relationship with Krishna. We are his part and parcel. Krishna is telling, Mamme Vamsha Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are related to him. See, just imagine how such a great personality, we each one of us has the relationship. For an example, suppose US president is there. He tells, I know so and so person, and he invites you for dinner. I know you. Suppose I know about Deepak ji. He will tell, I want to invite him. He is my friend. So, how much pride and proud you will feel? How much connected you will feel? How much, different or unique you will feel? एक अलग kind experience होगा. You will feel different kind of experience. You will feel very proud. Yes, I know US president. I have a relationship. I know him personally. Same way, we all of us have a relationship with Krishna. We all relate to Krishna. So imagine who is the supreme controller, who is the supreme creator. We all have relationship with him. We all have personal relationship with him. So this Krishna is inviting all of us to come out of his cycle of birth and death, come to his abode. Just like US president, when he invites for dinner, how much excited we feel. Same way Krishna is also inviting. This Bhagavad Gita is nothing but invitation. How much delighted we should feel. Every day, every moment, we should rejoice or enjoy. Yes, Krishna is inviting. So, the main point here is how to get the right intention. How to get the intention that Krishna has given to Arjuna, what he has spoken. How to understand that intention of the Bhagavad Gita. how we can understand. So we'll continue. I'll share my this screen. We'll read Bhagavad Gita, what it says. My screen is visible. So here Krishna is telling, Prabhupada has mentioned, we have to receive knowledge from the proper source in disciplic succession, beginning from the supreme spiritual master, the Lord Himself, and hand it down to a succession of spiritual masters. Is mentioned, we have to receive knowledge from the proper source in disciplic succession, beginning from the supreme spiritual master, the Lord Himself, Krishna Himself, handed down to a succession of spiritual masters. He has handed down this knowledge in a succession, in parampara. So, when we heard about this, even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, he is telling, Evam parampara praptam idam rajrashyo vidu. This knowledge is coming down in disciplic succession. So, how, when this thing comes to our mind, I'll share one more thing with you. Immediately that things again strike to our mind. I'll share my screen. Yes. So whenever this thing comes to our mind, this Krishna is telling, Evam parampara praptam idam rajrashyo vidu. This, yes. So same way, this knowledge also have very high chance to destroy. This knowledge can also be misinterpreted, miscommunicated. Just like in this video we saw, the message that girl gave was something different to the message that reached to the end. So that is very highly possible, especially in the second or third session. We understand about how conditioned soul, how a soul is affected by various uh, impurities or imperfections or defects. What was those defect? Anyone remembers? किसी को याद है वो defects क्या है? One condition soul suffers or get.
जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि वो ले चल
That we are entrapped into this world, which is of janma mrityu jara vyadhi. That is cycle. I am talking about defects. Defects क्या है? Defects.
डिफेक्ट्स ओके डिफेक्ट्स है लाइक
Imperfections.
imperfect senses, then tendency to cheat,
Hmm.
then imperfect senses and the tendency to cheat, दो याद आ रहे हैं अभी.
Imperfect senses, tendency to cheat, illusion,
Illusion, right?
and cheating. We have a cheating tendency. Conditioned soul has cheating tendency. So all this is possible. So how this, when we, this knowledge comes through parampara, through a disciplic succession, one person is passing on to another, there are very high
And
chances,
Prabhuji, tendency to commit mistake also.
yeah, commit mistake, cheating,
Right.
illusion, and this
Imperfect senses. चार.
imperfect
Right.
senses. These four.
Right, right.
Yes. So when we are having all these four defects, so it is very highly possible for a person to change the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, the intention of Krishna, what he wants to communicate. It's very much possible, isn't it? किसी को लगता है कि possible नहीं है? Somebody feels it's not possible? It's very much possible, isn't it? So how we can get the right intention? Krishna is telling this knowledge should be taken in parampara, but all these defects are possible. Intention can be changed. So how we'll get the right intention? Krishna is telling in Evam Parampara Praptam. Anyone would like to guess how we can get?
We can get the right, like with the right intention when it is taken through disciplic succession in a
Hmm.
Guru Parampara. And
Hmm.
if we, for understanding it, then we have to be like Arjun in terms of two things: surrender and complete faith. As a
Okay, that is there. I am surrendered. Suppose I am taken the position of Arjuna. I am surrendered, and I am doing service or whatever it is. But how I will get that knowledge from person? He might be full of these defects. He may cheat me. He may take advantage of me. He may loot me. He may cheat me. That is very much possible.
so to avoid that, we should approach a bona fide spiritual master who is coming in the disciplic succession, and we should take from him only.
Yes. So what is that bona fide spiritual master? That we have to understand. We have to take this knowledge from the bona fide spiritual master. Just like there is a difference between a plain paper or a fake note and original note currency of 100 rupees or 1000 rupees or 500 rupees. There is a difference. What is the difference? That original one is authorized by RBI, whereas this fake one is just created a duplicate of this original one. It is not authorized. Even though that is also paper, this is also paper, or an ordinary paper you take. That ordinary paper is there, and this note is there. This note has a value of 500 rupees. This paper has a value of few paisas, not even rupee, paisa. What is the difference? The difference is authorization. It has received the authorization from RBI. Same way in disciplic succession, this authorization is very important. So how it is, how this knowledge, how one can be a bona fide guru or spiritual master, that will understand from. I'll share one my screen again. Yes. So what is how to identify this bona fide guru or a person who is coming in disciplic succession? How to identify such person? So there are four criteria, generally 4 or 5 criteria, one list down to identify somebody as a guru in general. What it can be followers. See, that person has so many followers, thousands and lakhs of followers. He must be a pure person. He must be a right person to get knowledge. We all of us think like in that way. Oh, such and such person is has thousands of followers. Let us also go and hear from him. Let us also acquire knowledge from him. He might be the right person. He is very famous. So many big personalities, they are coming to him. He is very famous. Let us go to him and acquire this knowledge. He may be very social. He might be doing very charitable activities, doing something for the society, this, that, so many things he might be doing. So let us go and approach such a person. He may give us right knowledge. He may be good orator or a speaker, very eloquent, attractively, very sweetly he speak. That might be a proper person or a guru to acquire knowledge. He must be very enchanting, beautiful, or very nicely spoken. Let us approach to that person. In general, we all of us think in that way. I remember 2 3 years back, one person he approached me. Means we were having discussion, and he was telling, "See, this and so person is 1,000 crore worth. So and so person is 10,000 crore worth. Your organization is also doing the same way. What is the difference between you and them? They are also doing." I said, we are giving this knowledge. If you see so and so person, you don't know about his organization, but you know about him. That so and so person is having worth of 1,000 or 10,000 crores. Whereas Prabhupada, he set up this institution. No one knows Prabhupada until and unless they get in touch with devotees or ISKCON deeply. No one knows about Prabhupada. Everyone know about ISKCON and Radha Krishna. He never ever keep himself in the front. He always kept his teachings, and the effect of teachings was reflected to the people, the work he did. Right? So there are certain qualities by which we can identify a bona fide guru or an authorized spiritual master. What are those qualities? He should be in parampara. What Krishna spoke, evam parampara praptam, he should be in parampara. First quality. He should not somebody coming on his own and giving some knowledge. He may be very good, well spoken, but that doesn't make him bona fide. What makes him bona fide is he should be in parampara. Second, there are hundreds and thousands, now of course thousands of editions are there, versions are there of Bhagavad Gita. So which one is authorized? Which one is authorized? Krishna explained what is the right process of receiving this knowledge, how to get the right intention. When this knowledge comes in parampara, one can understand the right intention of it. How this knowledge? Krishna is telling, Ivam vivasvate yogam proktavanam avyayam vivasvan manave praha manur ikshvaku bravid. This knowledge Krishna is telling the blessed Lord said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan, and the Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And the Manu in turn instructed this knowledge to Ikshvaku. Like this Krishna is telling, this knowledge is coming in parampara. So this knowledge Krishna spoke to sun god Vivaswan about 12 crores year before. 12 crores before he spoke this knowledge. Further, Krishna is telling, Saha kalena mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Over period of time, this knowledge is destroyed. Yogo nashta. Nashta means destroyed. Parantapa or Juna. In last session, we understood about Kala. Kala means time. Time, what is the nature of time? It's destructive. Over period of time, everything gets destroyed. So similarly, Krishna is telling, Sa kahalena mahatat yogo nashta parantarapa evam parampara praptam idam rajrishyo vidu sa kalena mahata yogo nashta parantapa. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and saintly king understood it in that way. Means, when this knowledge is passed through the disciplic succession, this intention is also passed. Kings also understood in the same way because it is passed in disciplic succession. But in due course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it appears to be lost. This science, this yoga, this knowledge appears to be lost because succession was broken due course of time. Just like there is one company known as Amazon. Some 8-10 years back, this Amazon, when you receive a parcel, there was a lot of possibilities that parcel gets tampered. Somebody opens up and change the items, replace those items with the cheap items, and all those such cases was there. Recently, I got a parcel. I saw that the way they were packing or the packaging they were using, that packet itself was designed in such a way, if it is tampered, anyone will easily come to know. They have done a lot of research about it. How? They have mentioned certain numbers around the border, some all these different ways they have tried to make it tamper proof. People, they cannot do anything with that package. That thing they have done. Similarly, Krishna, he has made such an arrangement that this intention, this knowledge, or the right intention of this knowledge can be passed through this disciplic succession only. How? Because these people who are there in the disciplic succession, they are not ordinary people. They are the qualified people or bona fide people. So let us see what Prabhupada says about this.
Therefore, one has to learn this science from the parampara system. Emam parampara. You have to go to the right person who knows Krishna. Emam parampara. Just like Sudra, the Vibhushan, he was instructed by Krishna. So if you take instruction from Vibhushan, from the sun god, then you get the perfect knowledge. But you cannot go to the sun planet and ask Vibhushan, what Krishna spoke to you? Therefore Vibhushan transferred the knowledge to his son, Manu. This age is called Vaivasvata Manu. This age. Now, Vibhushan, because he is the son of Vibhushan, therefore this Manu is called Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu. Now the age is going of Vaivasvata Manu. Manu Ikhagavi Abravit. So Manu also spoke to his son. So in this way, evam parampara praptam, he is giving some examples, but the knowledge has to be received by the parampara. But somehow or other, the parampara being lost, it's like I have spoken something to my disciple. He says the same thing to his disciple, he says the same thing to his disciple, but somehow or other, if it is distorted at a certain point, then the knowledge is lost. As soon as any of the disciples in the succession distort the knowledge, then it is lost. That is being explained. Sakalena mohata. The time is very powerful. It changes. That is the time means it changes, kills the original position. You have got experience. You purchase anything, it is very fresh, new, but time will kill it. It will become savvy, it will be useless at time, in due course of time. So time is fighting. This material time, it is called kala. Kala means death, or kala means the black snake. The black snake destroys. As soon as it touches anything, it is destroyed. Similarly, kala, this kala is also another form of Krishna. So kalena, mohata, that's why it is called mohata. It is very powerful. It is not ordinary thing, mohata. It is business is to destroy. So kalena nasta. So by the course of time, because how the kala can destroy. As soon as kala sees that you are distorting, then it will be lost. So don't try to understand Bhagavad Gita from person who are under the influence of kala, past, present, future. Don't try to understand Bhagavad Gita from so-called rascal philosophers, commentators, and they will write Bhagavad Gita in a distorted way. Somebody will say there was no Krishna, there was no Mahabharata. Somebody says Krishna stressed on this point, Krishna stressed on that point. Somebody will say Krishna stressed on karma, karma kanda. Somebody will say on jnana. Somebody will say yoga. There are so many editions of Bhagavad Gita. Yogic artha, jnana artha, Gita jnana artha. So, The real Gita Jnana is spoken by the Supreme Person. We have to accept that. That is Gita Jnana.
So, how this knowledge is coming in the parampara? Krishna, he himself has introduced 4 paramparas. Just like we see in our country, there are various boards, CBSE board, ICSE board, UP board, this board, that board. If you want to get educated, you get enrolled to such affiliated school which is authorized by CBSE board or ICSE board. Such a school, when you get education, you will be qualified. You will receive the proper degree and all those. So what Padma Purana says in Padma Purana, Krishna is saying, Sampradaya vinahi ye mantraste nishvala mata ata kalau bhavishyanti tatvaraha sampradayina Shri Brahma Rudra Sanaka Vaishnava Shiti Pavanaha Chatvaraste Kalo Bhavya Hi Utkale Purushottamat Ramanujan Shri Shiva Chakre Madhvacharyam Chaturmukha Shri Vishnu Swamin Rudro Nimbadityam Chatusnaha. So what does it mean? There are 4 paramparas. What are those 4 paramparas? Those paramparas starts from Lord Brahma. It is known as Brahma Sampradaya, Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Who is the prominent Acharya? Madhvacharya. Second is Shri Sampradaya, which starts from Goddess Lakshmi. And Ramanujancharya is the prominent Acharya. Third is Lord Shiva, Rudra Sampradaya. And who is the Acharya? Vishnu Swami. Prominent Acharya is Vishnu Swami. Fourth is Kumara. 4 Kumaras, Sanat, Sanatana, Sanandana. Those Kumaras, Kumara Sampradaya, and known as prominent Acharya is Nimbarka Acharya. So these 4 Sampradayas, when somebody comes and associate the mantra or the knowledge he received will be successful, will be received in a proper way. So like this, Lord Krishna, he imparted this knowledge to Brahma, Lakshmi, Lord Shiva, 4 Kumaras. They further imparted this knowledge in disciplic succession. And Srila Prabhupada, he comes in this Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. And he is the 32nd Acharya who has written this knowledge, Bhagavad Gita in English. He comes in 32nd Acharya. How? So first Lord Krishna gave knowledge to Brahma, Brahma gave to Narada, Vyasa, Madhva, like that. Further it was passed on till Ishwarpuri. Ishwarpuri gave this knowledge to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, who came as a devotee. And this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, further he gives to Rupa Sanatana. Then further this knowledge was passed on till Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave instruction and knowledge to Prabhupada and told him to translate this Bhagavad Gita or spread these teachings of Bhagavad Gita to the English-speaking people. Just like a postman, he delivers a parcel or a post to you. Same way, this qualified or a bona fide guru or a spiritual master, he delivers the knowledge in the same way. Just like suppose the president of US, he invites you for the dinner, but he sends you some post sent by somebody who is given to some irresponsible courier services, which is some vague courier services. to such courier services, he gives that letter of invitation of for dinner. So what happens, that person sometime he is passing on further, somebody is lost, parcel is lost in between, somewhere parcel this got tampered, delivered to somebody else, all those possibilities are there. Whereas a courier service which is authorized or which is bona fide delivers to the right person. That postman or that person, even though he is carrying that courier or letter, it doesn't change the information. He rightly passed that courier or parcel to the right person. Same way, this knowledge is also delivered in the right intention.
So Bhagavad Gita is Krishna Upadesha, directly Krishna giving the instruction. We have become gurus, not with a false position that I have become God. No, we are servants, simply servant, ordinary servant, just like post peon, not very high salaried servant. What is our business? To deliver the letter, that's all. Here is your letter, sir. Here is Krishna's message, sir. Krishna says, surrender unto me. Spiritual master says, surrender to Krishna. What is doing it? This is tapasya, simply to become a faithful servant of Krishna. That's all.
So when a pure devotee, he speaks, it should be accepted as Krishna has given this knowledge in parampara system, because he doesn't have his own motives. Just like now this week is going on, Valentine week or Lovers week is going on. So a girl or a boy writes a letter to his lover or her lover. What happens when that lover, he reads the letter, she reads the letter, she is very joyful, always keeping that letter close to her heart or his heart, always keeping that letter near to him. Whereas some other person, he reads, oh, what is this? Something, oh, he throws off. Whereas that lover is keeping very carefully. That letter he is keeping very carefully. Same way, devotees, they are worshipping Krishna, serving Krishna. That pure devotee who has developed love for Krishna, he understands the right meaning or the right intention of that letter. And he always joyfully and carefully, he keeps that with himself and pass on this knowledge or this information. What is the second quality? First quality was coming down in disciplic succession. Second quality of such bona fide guru or a person is knows conclusion of all scripture. He knows the purport or the conclusion of all the scriptures or the Vedas. Third is, he speaks of nothing but God. He speaks about God. He delivers Krishna. That is what his business is, not concerned about other things. His main thing is to deliver Krishna. Fourth is, he is a pure devotee of Krishna. He is the pure devotee of Krishna. When such pure devotee, because just like in case of lover, only that lover can understand the right intention, or the person who loves, he can understand the right intention or the importance of that letter. Same way, a pure devotee can understand about Krishna. So there are 26 qualities. These are some 4-5 qualities that we have discussed. There are 26 qualities of pure devotee. And fifth quality for a spiritual master is, he doesn't claim to be a god. He doesn't say, I am the god. You worship. Whereas Krishna says, an acharya should be considered as equal as God. but he doesn't claim himself God. He should be considered or worshipped as a God. He should not be claiming himself as a God.
A disciple must respect Guru as God. But Guru should not say that now I have become God. Then he is immediately fallen. Real Guru says that I am servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of God.
What is actually the position of a bona fide Guru? Spiritual master, he should be honored as much as the Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged in all the revealed scriptures and followed by all the authorities. Sakshat dharitvena samast shastre tasathava tasadvi. He should be Sakshat dharitvena means he should be as good as God. As good as God, he should be honored. Just like suppose a person from another country, he comes, external ministers we say, they are honored as much as other government officials are honored, or the prime minister or the presidents are honored. They are honored as much as those person are honored, that external minister or such minister are honored. So Krishna in Bhagavatam, he is saying, Acharyam mam vignya navamanyeta karachit na mritya buddhya suyeta sarvadevo mayo guru. What does that mean? One should know that Acharya is myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all demigods. He is the representative of all demigods. He is the representative of all the devtas. Just like for India, the external minister is the representative in another country, but he is a representative of prime minister or the entire country or the government itself. Same way, the Acharya is representative of all the demigods, all the Devi Devtas. One quote here, the spiritual master and Krishna are like parallel lines. You have to make your progress on these two parallel lines. You cannot avoid one in preference to the other. The train on the two tracks moves forward. The spiritual master and Krishna are like these two tracks, they must be served simultaneously. Krishna helps one to find bona fide spiritual master, and bona fide spiritual master helps one to understand Krishna. You cannot serve Krishna without a spiritual master, or serve just a spiritual master without serving Krishna. They must be served simultaneously. Means Krishna, by Krishna we can understand a spiritual master, by spiritual master we can understand about Krishna. So both should go hand in hand. Then this knowledge is successfully assimilated. Then this knowledge is successfully assimilated into our hearts. So this is what qualification of the person is very important. Even though this world is conditioned soul, but the person who is qualified, he is the right person to give this knowledge. Sadhu margam anugamnam means one should follow the path of the sadhu. Sadhu marga, he should follow the path of the sadhu. What kind of sadhu? Who is qualified? It is mentioned Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Acharyavan, the one who possesses, or the one who worships the Acharya, Acharyavan, one who possesses the Acharya. Purusho Veda, he is the knower of the Veda, he is the knower of the knowledge. How to possess Acharya? By worshipping him, by inquiring from him, by gaining that knowledge from him. Then possess the Acharya. And when one possesses the Acharya in such a way, this knowledge is revealed with the right intention. The right intention, this knowledge is revealed. This is the second key of Bhagavad Gita. First was devotional service or the seva. When we render such seva to the Lord, this knowledge is revealed. Second thing is from the right person or bona fide person, when we approach and get this knowledge will be revealed to us. Otherwise, there are hundreds and thousands of versions of Bhagavad Gita. Which one to read? It's very difficult. So we have chosen this Bhagavad Gita, which is written by Srila Prabhupada. And he is coming in that parampara. So he is giving that intention what Krishna wants to give to Arjuna. So same intention we are getting. And how this Prabhupada, he wrote this Bhagavad Gita, he didn't wrote by himself. Oh, I want to write, let me write. His spiritual master told. When first he met in 1922, his spiritual master told him, you should go to Western peoples, you should go to Western countries and give this knowledge to English speaking people. And he tried his best. 40 years he struggled in India. And in 1965, he went and gave this knowledge to the Westerners, to English speaking people, translated the entire Bhagavad Gita to English, gave it to the entire world for their welfare. When we read such Bhagavad Gita, which is bona fide, we get the right intention of the Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, Prabhupada, he was sharing once. One reporter asked, there are already 600 plus editions of Bhagavad Gita are there. Why you have written one more? Prabhupada says, before me, lot of people has written Bhagavad Gita, but none of them have given the right intention of what Krishna wanted to give. None of them, although they become big scholars, philosophers, none of them become the devotee. Now I have written this Bhagavad Gita. People are taking up this Krishna consciousness. They are leaving all the bad activities and they are becoming devotees. So that is what it is very important. Very nice example is given in Nyaya Shastra. What is that? Milk is milk, right? But if that milk is touched by a poisonous snake, it becomes contaminated. It can take away your life. If you drink that milk, you may die. Same way, this Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge is so pure, is as good as milk. But if it is touched by somebody who is very poisonous in that matter, that Bhagavad Gita becomes dangerous for us. Will not get the right intention of Bhagavad Gita. That is very important. So today we have completed the entire introduction. So far we have completed background and introduction, everything. Next session onwards, we start with first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. हम फर्स्ट चैप्टर से स्टार्ट करेंगे, वर्स बाय वर्स विल स्टार्ट, सेक्शन बाय सेक्शन. So I request all of you to read, please start reading Bhagavad Gita so that we can catch up and follow, and you will also get nice understanding, proper understanding from it. If anyone has any question, anything to share or comment, please share. Yes, any question?
Very, very nice session, Prabhuji. So it was very well taken with a lot of clarity.
किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन भी है?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा.
Prabhuji, my question is, why Krishna told the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna? There are so many persons are there in the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Correct.
But why is told to only Arjuna?
Yes. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling in 4th chapter. What he is telling, in introduction also we read, Krishna is telling, Bhakto si me sakha cheti. You are my bhakta, you are my devotee, and you are my sakha, you are my friend. When somebody is a devotee of Krishna, because he doesn't have any enviousness to Krishna, he can understand what he is telling. Suppose I don't have any enviousness from you. So whatever you will share to me or whatever you will tell to me, I will understand it as it is. Whereas suppose I have some tinge of enviousness, कोई ईर्ष्या है आपसे, तो क्या होगा? I will, distorted meaning I will get from it. I will not take what exactly you are trying to say. I will try to understand what I want to understand. Are you getting the difference? Suppose I
Yes,
have
yes.
some ईर्ष्या or enviousness, I will understand what I want to understand rather than what you want to share to me. So same way, Krishna is telling, because you are my devotee, not only devotee, you are my sakha, you are my friend, I am sharing this knowledge to you. So same way, we have to develop this relationship with Krishna. How? By serving him. When we serve, devotee means what? He is serving. Just like you are an employee for certain organization means what? You are serving that organization. Same way, devotee means what? He is serving Krishna.
Right.
So when we serve Krishna, just for namesake, when we are actually serving Krishna, so what we are doing? We are becoming his devotee. So when we become devotee, he gives this knowledge to us. This knowledge will be revealed to us. And when we have developed such a relationship, this knowledge will be revealed to us. Okay. Even though
Right,
Krishna,
right.
when he was giving this knowledge, entire battlefield, everyone was able to hear. It was not like they were not able to hear this knowledge, they were able to hear. But Krishna was the right candidate. Oh, sorry, Arjuna was the right candidate.
Mm,
Yes. Any other
Very
question?
nice, nice, nice. Very nice.
Okay. So we should also pray to Krishna to reveal this knowledge.
Right.
Then this knowledge will be revealed to us. With our endeavors, it is not possible. But when Krishna wants to reveal, it will be revealed very easily. For that, we have to try put continuous effort to become the devotee. That's all. Then this knowledge will be revealed. किसी का कोई और प्रश्न क्वेश्चन? Okay.
Prabhu, Vijay's
Yes.
side, I want to ask you, when we
Hmm.
chant the Mahamantra,
Hmm.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. In
Yes.
case somebody is chanting Rama first and Krishna other way, then
Then also it is okay, not an issue. Then also it is okay. It can be
wait,
done.
okay.
Hmm.
I just wanted to have a clarity because many times when you are chanting, you reversal happens.
Correct, correct. It happens. I can understand, but not an issue. It can be continued. Still, it can be continued.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Uh,
Any
uh,
other question? Yes.
Prabhuji Dandan Pranam. Prabhuji,
Answer.
when we refer to the word Hare Krishna, the word
Hmm.
Hare means the Radharani, the Tata
Hmm.
of Radharani. But when we
Hmm.
refer to Hare Rama, what is the Hare again refers to Radharani? What Hare here refers to?
So basically, this Hara refers to Ahladani Shakti of the Lord. Pleasure potency of the Lord. And the personification of that pleasure potency is Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani herself, she expands into various other forms like various gopis, manjaris, then further Mahalakshmi, Rukmani, Mother Sita, all this further she expands. So when we are chanting this Hare Krishna, so Hara is referred to Srimati Radharani. Hara, another meaning of Hara is given to Hari is known as Lord Krishna is known as Hari. And Hari means the one who takes away our distress, anxiety, all the material problems, the one who takes away. So Krishna takes away everything or he attracts. But Radharani is the one who attracts even Krishna. So she is known as Hara. Hari, she is known as Hara, who even attracts Krishna. So when it comes to vocative, it becomes Hare. Hara becomes Hare. So this Hare is referred to Radharani also, or Ahladini Shakti also. So when we are chanting Rama, it refers to Lord Rama also, and it refers to Balaram also. It depends upon our relationship with the Lord. It refers to both. Prabhupada explained at what particular place. It can refers to both. And it Hara there can refers to Mother Sita also, and Balram's this is a Rohini, who refers to that Rohini also. So that because it is referring to Ahladini Shakti particularly. So Lord Rama Ahladini Shakti is what? Mother Sita. So like that it refers. Hope you got this clear.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, धन्यवाद.
Krishna. So we'll stop for today. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Jai.